So here's the beginning of the shelving. The piece in the bottom, it ain't going to move because I made it to fit in that with the other one off the end. I'm even using the old screws because it's going into wood, and these are really good screws. They're just screws that I like, but I've pulled them off another job. Perfectly adequate for this. So I've put a level on the post. Yeah, look, put a level on the post, level-ish, and screwed the bottom in there. For now, I've clamped that, but I'll fix that later. I've made 2 risers, so I know the bottom ones have to be slightly bigger to get in and out. So there's plenty of clearance on that. I've cut my my shelf to the size I want it to go. I've cut it tight. I've cut it deliberately tight. Hold on. Maybe I've cut it a bit too tight. Hold on. Turn that around. Now it'll go. Yeah, that's it. I've cut it nice and tight. Screwing across there. Nice solid wooden frame. And I'll just work my way up now, bit by bit. Each piece of wood will be individually cut for the size I want, and just get these as uppers. 2 screws in, then do the same again to the size that I want, and then I'll just, once you've got the one solid piece in, you can work off it and then work your way around. I give this a lick of paint, by the way, cleaned it up. Give that a second coat. So we're on our way. We're well on our way with the shelving. So when you do it this way, each shelf on its own. I did the bottom one, did the top one, fine. So we're beginning to get a bit of offcuts now, aren't we? So that I'm using my offcuts as I'm going along. I've got to go up. I won't fix it aside. This was the bit that I had. So I can get a jar in there. So all I'll do is cut this one the same size, and then I'll be using, and this is the offcut from the shelf, so they'll be risers. So now I'll be able to use all my wood as efficiently as possible as I go along. I'll make it what fits, or whatever, of a bit of an offcut. So I'll just make this another offcut, and I'll make something this size, and then I'll have that left to make something else with, or you know. So you can use your wood as you're going along and make the shelf, each shelf at a time. So here's an example for you. I've just done that shelf, and I've got this offcut. So we'll measure halfway on the offcut. We'll cut this in half, which is 10, oh yeah, make that 21, so 10 and a half. We'll cut these at 10 and a half. You've got the uprights, and what fits and what doesn't fit. So it looks like it's going a bit wonky donkey, didn't it? They're going a bit down that way, so all I have to do is cut one slightly bigger than the other and put a bit of opposite lock on it, and that might fix it, shall I? I could always move the camera that way. That's more level, isn't it, that way? So it's coming on nicely. They're coming on great. I've put a nice big corner post so I can build across this way. That's on top, because we're going to go up from here, aren't we? Going to go around that somehow, figure a way. A nice strong corner post so we can build this way, but we can also then begin to build this way. Yeah, I'm going in for a cup of tea, and that's probably going to be it for now, and we'll do a bit more tomorrow. So the next question is, the stuff that's coming in here is the stuff I've got lots of, you know, several jars of it. So shall I do a row like this, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 down here, that's them there, or shall I go 1, 2, 3, 4? Shall I put them next door to each other, but in a vertical row? Or shall I just put a row of them there, a row of these here? You know, do you get my drift? Do I put them in a row next door to each other, or do I put them in a row on top of each other? What's going to be the easiest to find them? Especially down here, because here is a corner of doom. If you put something there, you're never going to see it again, are you? It's going to find itself in a corner. So my vote goes stack them next to each other, but on top of each other in the row, and rather than sideways, because if they're in the bottom and you don't find them, you won't find them. But hopefully this way you'll see them on top and you'll know you've got spares underneath. Or do you find them there and you know you've got a spare next door? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What's the best way of stacking them in here? And like I say, the only stuff that's coming in here is the excess stuff. And I've got lots of them, and lots of them, all the same stuff. Same there, look. Decisions. So I've been basically kicked out whilst we've been tidying up the house, because of course, you know, the room needed doing, but everything else was everywhere else, wasn't it? So let's go and see what the domestic goddess has been doing. Let's have a look here.
I'm making Christmas cakes.
Oh yeah.
So there's one in the oven already.
There's a bun in the oven, right?
One for my brother.
Yeah.
And one for us.
Oh, Biscuit asked, can he have a sausage roll and a mince pie?
Don't make mince pies.
You can have a slice of this, so can he?
So in the Christmas cake.
Biscuit, I'll get you a slice. Don't worry.
So in the Christmas cake, you've got 5 eggs.
Yeah.
Some dark muscovado sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Some nutmeg.
Yeah.
Some mixed spice.
Yeah.
Some black treacle.
Yeah.
Some almonds.
Oh yeah.
Some chopped apricots.
Yeah.
Sultanas, currants, raisins.
Yeah.
Some mixed peel.
Yeah.
Some cherries.
Yeah.
And some chopped apricots.
And they're going, that's what it looks like.
I've just got to add some cherries because everything else is in there. I've just got to, yeah. So that's all ready for the second one.
Yeah.
And then when you do what we do with your tin, you grease your tin.
Yeah.
And then you get some baking greaseproof paper. You do it double round the tin.
Yeah.
Bend sort of a centimetre along the bottom and cut it so it fits.
Yeah.
And then you make a circle and put 2 at the bottom as well, because it's in for a good couple of hours.
So what's that in there now?
So that's one already in there.
What temperature?
That's on at 140.
For how long?
About 2 hours. Check it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's until it's
It's one of them fan things, the fan going round.
yeah, it's a fan.
Quicker oven thing.
So yeah. So I'm just gonna put the cherries in that now. You've got to chop them.
Yeah.
I always chop them, wash them, dry them,
Yeah.
and then stick them in. And then I'll cover that up and leave it. Wait for that because I've only got one tin, and anyway I like to put it in the middle.
And sausage rolls?
I'll do them on because I'm a bit late making these this year because of all this we've been doing. So what you should do is make your Christmas cake maybe even a month or even 2 months.
Right.
And then what you do, you feed it with brandy.
Yeah.
You prick the bottom and feed it with brandy. I'm not really that bothered about the brandy. But it's got to be marzipan, so I've got
Green
marzipan.
ready to go, yeah.
Got loads of icing sugar there.
And sugar, yeah.
So I need to marzipan them hopefully tomorrow and ice them so that I can write Merry Christmas on them. A bit late, it's all a bit rushed, but hey ho.
Yeah, so the domestic goddess, I wondered why she was very quiet. She called me in for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
So
So I'm just going to tidy up now.
no. Bye. 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 So the light's beginning to go on us. But I'm thinking I quite like this way. All the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the same there. I'm sort of leaning towards doing it that way. I think that's a better way of doing it. The only thing that's lacking is they're not all in the same jars. There's different jars, isn't there? This isn't too bad. You see these ones? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them matching. So the matching stuff in the same jar. But these on the end, look, that's not in the same jar as that, which is not in the same jar as that. So I'm going to go to the bother of making all the jars match as well. Or is that going a bit OTT? But I tell you what, it's beginning to release a lot of space. I can imagine it working really well. But yeah, I like if I find it on the top. If I find it on the top, there's going to be another one below it, and another one below that, and another one below that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to put them in order, so I can find them a bit easier, possibly. Yeah.